All right, so part 2 to division is your synthetic division. So the setup of the terms is still the same. So you have your dividend and you have your divisor. But there's a couple steps, and it's going to look like it's a really long process, but it actually takes a little bit shorter time than the long division method did. So we're going to write the dividend in decreasing powers. So you might have to reorder your terms. So definitely make sure that you do that. There's our first one. We're going to set the divisor equal to 0. So x minus 2 equals 0. And we get x equals to 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set up our format. So synthetic division usually looks like that. The number that goes in the little half box here is what we got from solving the divisor after we set it equal to 0. The numbers that go up here are the coefficients of your dividend. So in this case, and remember, if you need a placeholder, put a placeholder, but we have 5, negative 13, 10, and negative 8, so we don't need it for this particular one. Now, under the last number, I just put this line here because whatever's going to go here is going to be your remainder. So this is where the remainder goes. Or we'll just say where the remainder will be. Okay, so process-wise, how's this works? Number 4 says, bring down the first number, 5. Take that number, multiply it by 2. You get 10. Add down, negative 3. Multiply negative 3 times 2, which is negative 6. Add down, you get 4. Multiply 4 times 2, you get 8. Add down, you get 0. So you get a 0 remainder. So it says start 1 degree less than the original polynomial. So the original exponent value that we had for the highest one was 3. So our new exponent is now going to be 2. So instead of it being, because here's our coefficients now. These are our coefficients for our answer. Coefficients for your answer. So if we have a 5, a negative 3, and a 4, well, instead of being 5x to the third, because that's what the original one started with, it's going to be 5x squared minus 3x plus 4. And there's your final answer. All right, so as we do some of these, I think it'll come a little quicker to you. So you'll even see as I work through the next one how I shorthand it a little bit. All right, so set the divisor equal to 0, we get 1/2. That 1/2 goes in my little half box. My coefficients, they're in the right order, so 4, negative 6, 4, and negative 1. 4 comes down, half of 4 is 2. Negative 6 and 2 make negative 4. Half of negative 4 is negative 2. 4 plus negative 2 is positive 2. 2 times 1/2 is a positive 1, and negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So I originally started with y to the third. Now I start with y squared. 4y squared minus 4y plus 2. So you can already see that it goes a little bit quicker than long division. All right, we got a couple more here we got to try. So divisor goes equal to 0, we get 2. So 2 goes in the half box. Looking our dividend, nothing is missing, so we're good. So we're just going to list out all our leading coefficients. 3 drops down, and we start multiplying. We get 6, add down negative 1, multiply negative 2, add down 7, multiply, add, and we got another 0 remainder. So final answer, 3x squared minus x plus 7. For 2, we set our denominator equal to 0 and we get 2/3. So again, remember the divisor can be in the denominator, depending on your problem. We also are missing a d squared. So again, you have to make sure a placeholder. So we have 9. For d squared, it's not there, so it's 0. And then 5 and negative 3. So 9 comes down. 2/3 of 9 is 18 over 3, which is 6. 0 plus 6 is 6. 2/3 times 6 is 12/3, which is 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 and 2/3 we already said was 6. And we have 3 left over. So this is our first time we have a remainder. So step 1, answer-wise, we started with 9d to the third. Now we have 9d squared plus 6d plus 9. And then it's a positive 3. So we're just going to do plus 3 over the divisor, 3d minus 2. Just like we did with long division. All right, set the denominator equal to 0. We get negative 5/3. Nothing is missing in the numerator, so we set our little order here. So we have 12, 20, negative 24, 20, and 35. 12 comes down. 12 times negative 5/3 is negative 20. You get a 0. Multiply, you get 0. Add down, you get negative 24. Negative 24 times negative 5/3 is 40. Add down, you get 60. 60 times negative 5/3 is negative 100, and you're left with negative 65 as a remainder. So for this one, we have 12x to the third. We're not going to write 0x squared. We're going to jump right to negative 24x plus 60 minus 65 over the 3x plus 5 for that one.